In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, my dear friends, very good morning. We today are going to start our presentations, and the presentations will be on the topic of my school trip. School trip, college trip, university trip, there is no difference in it. I mean, you can relate your any story. You can talk about any trip you remember so far, which has made the difference in your life. School, college, university, these are all educational places. And actually, education is the basic target and mission of these educational places. But sometimes, entertainment or a kind of freedom is also required by the students' community. They want to be clear, they want to rise, they want to fly on the sky, they want to enjoy a little bit. But the trips and the tours which are arranged by these educational places are educational in nature. You might have read the script of lots of buses and banners, and lots of flexes are hung, and they talk about educational, recreational trip. Recreation and education go side by side. The more you explore, the wiser you become. Exploring the world is important. You come to know about lots of places, their cuisines, their cultures, their lifestyle, and there are now variations in schools. There are certain schools which are low-paid schools. I mean, their payments to the teachers are low, and their fee structure is also low. So they normally arrange the local trips, and there are sometimes the contributions collected from the students' community, and they are sent to outstations, lots of other places which are away from their city. And there are certain schools, hi-fi schools, which arrange national, international trips. Now it depends where do they go. Sometimes there are contributions, some of the schools subsidize those trips and tours, but it's important to be the part of any education institution and to keep on seeking the guidance from the schools and from the teachers community. I must say that we have had lots of trips with our school and college and university as well. You are going to talk about your experience. Everybody has got personalized experiences, and your experiences would be different from the other ones. I have given you the outlines of the topic, the presentation. You will see it, and perhaps you have prepared it, and you are going to come and deliver your presentations. Among lots of clapping, you are invited, everybody one by one. Thank you. Start.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum. Today the topic of our presentation is the school trip. So school trip are the very important part of our life. We go to the educational institutes, we seek education, we learn different kinds of things. We need different kind of sports activities and trips to refresh our minds. Like we are humans, we are not machines, we need some kind of refreshment in our lives. School trips are the best. School trips, university trips and college trips are the best way to refresh our minds. The best school trip or school was the Murray school trip. It was of 7 days in the Murray. We have to plant the tent between the mountains. We have to feel the natural experiences. We have between the mountains, and we go to the hiking and different spots. It was not like a lavish trip. It was a normal trip. We have to survive in the mountains. It was an adventurous trip. We learned a lot of things from that. We learned different things, educational things, and it was very good for our minds and body. A good relaxation environment and a very pleasant atmosphere. We experienced different atmospheres in that environment. It was very adventurous and it has very challenges. But it was very pretty good challenges we have faced. It was the best trip of my life. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Very nice. Good presentation. We are proud of you. You keep on giving pretty nice presentations. Thank you. Start.
Good morning. Today my presentation is about our school trip. School trip are the most memorable trips of the life. We visited one historical site that the Lahore Army Museum of Pakistan. Um, our school arranged the trip for us. When we arrived there, our tour guidance greeted us, and they guide us about the they tell us stories and guide us about the time of Pakistan independence, and we explored the museum, and we one of
Not
the we and we enjoy it very much. Then we go to a
Then we
beauty-
went. You're talking about the past experience.
Then we
you would
went-
use all the past tenses.
Then
Right.
we went to the beautiful park, and we play a lot of games. The teachers are organized a lot of games for us overall the day, and after the lunch we saw so many beautiful scenes in the parks, and this is my one of the best trip ever.
One of the best trips. जब भी one of the कहते हैं उसके बाद जो noun लगाते हैं वो plural होता है.
One of the
best
best
trips.
trips.
One of the actors. One of the teachers. Right? Okay.
And I enjoy my trip very much. Thank you.
You enjoyed your trip very much. That's great. Thank you. Lovely. Start.
Assalamu alaikum guys. I hope you guys are doing well. In childhood, everyone went on trip with their school. I also went on a school trip 2 months ago. 2 months ago before summer vacations. The whole class was very excited. We visited a big museum. The bus ride was fun and noisy. Our teacher told us about the museum. We saw many old things inside. There were dinosaur bones and ancient tools. We learned a lot about history.
Wow. That's great. Very nice. Dinosaur bones. Very nice.
After museum, we had lunch in the park. We played games with our friends. Some students took many pictures. We saw ducks in the ponds. I also said the weather was very nice and sunny. I like it. It was a very fun trip. We enjoyed learning new things. The museum had very interesting exhibits. We were amazed by dinosaur bones. We walked through many rooms. Each room had unique displays. Our teacher explained us about many things. We asked a lot of questions.
Excuse me.
During lunch, we shared our foods. Everyone was happy and cheerful. We played tag and ran around. It was a lot of fun. The bus ride back was calm, and we talked about our favorite parts. The trip made us appreciate history. I hope that
Made us appreciate the history. Causative sentence. Very nice.
I want to go on another trip soon.
You would like to go to another trip?
Soon.
Would you like to go with the same students or different people?
Same students, because they are my best friends.
They are all your besties.
Yes.
You don't want to make any new besties in your life?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. We don't want to go with you.
Hello everyone. The first thing when we heard my topic about school visiting trip of the amusement park, the first thing when we heard about the trip, every student's heart starts fluttering and laughers in the air. And the best thing about the picnic was that we did not have to dress up with our boring uniforms. We wore different colorful clothes, and that made us look cute. And we reach our amusement park by bus, and laughers and fun with teachers and students, with friends. And when we reach our park, we look around There are many roller coasters, and we want to hooping on, and there are many greenery and colorful plants in the park. Then we when set on the roller coaster, there are we clumping up and down in the rail, and we are steppered with the different safety belts and different safety belts which from one point to the other point. Then everyone was very tired, so we need food to get energy. So everyone in the previous day, every teacher decided that every student bring some foods like snakes, Snickers, like slices and juices. So all the things together, and we made a sandwich and we enjoy the food. And after we played some outdoor games like badminton, cricket, and so the time slide, we did not even realize that it was 9 p.m. in the evening. So we decided. So everyone packed our bags, and the bus took us home. And after that, let me share my experience with my family, and after that with you.
Oh, thank you very much for a very comprehensive presentation. I haven't learned about it, but listened to it completely, but I know that you would have spoken very good. Thank you, gentlemen. It's your turn now.
In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and most merciful. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank all of you to give me an opportunity to present my presentation. So today my presentation topic is my school trip. To begin with my school trip, one day our school teacher took us to a trip to Lahore. We reached there in our school bus. Our teacher took us to Lahore Zoo. In the zoo we saw many animals like lions, tigers and some birds, peacocks, etc. With zoo we saw a huge swimming pool. We changed swimming suits and jumped it. The water felt refreshing like a big bath tube. After swimming, we played games on the grass.
We played games on the grass. You see, second form is being used consistently. Keep in your mind that you're talking about the past events. Right.
And then we go to Minar-e-Pakistan.
Then we went to Minar-e-Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Yes.
Sir. Then we went to Minar-e-Pakistan. We enjoy a lot this day. We enjoyed a lot this day. Our school trip to Lahore Zoo was unforgettable.
Right.
At the end, I would like to say that first time I was come to Lahore, and now
I came to Lahore.
First time I came to Lahore.
I came to Lahore.
First time I came to Lahore, and now I come to Lahore for Genius Institute, Lahore.
Now the second time he has come to Lahore to join,
Genius
learn and improve himself at the platform of Genius Institute, Lahore.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Start.
Assalamu alaikum class. Today my presentation is about a school trip. At the age of 9th class, I visited to the Lahore Museum with my class fellows.
I visited Lahore Museum. Second form.
I visited Lahore Museum with my class fellows, and we were there in a bus, and it was a fun day with my class fellows.
We were there, it was a fun day. We were there with our class fellows, it was a fun day. You would notice how to speak in the past. We are all using was, were, and perhaps had, and we had this kind of opportunity. We went there, second for past tense is being used. Sometimes you also use, instead of past indefinite, you use past continuous. When there is a continuity in any process, you need to let us know about any processing then past continuous is also important, right?
In bus, we enjoyed a lot. We sang songs, we sang songs and laughter with teachers. And then we reached to the museum. We greeted with a tour guide. He guided us in every hall with different ancient crafts and tell us what the things are described and exhibited there. We saw different halls in the museum. First one is about army architects and exhibition of different pictures and weapons there. Secondly, we saw different coins, ancient coins, and thirdly, we saw different animal sculptures there. After in the afternoon, we ate some food, local food, and then after that we reached.
Tasted some local cuisine.
Yes.
Maybe they ate from the dhaba.
Yes,
All right.
and
Some local food.
after that we visited a gift shop near to the museum. We buy
Not near the museum. Museum.
near to the museum, and we bought some rings, jewelry, etc. And after that we visited the famous ice cream bar Chaman, and eat different flavors of ice cream. And after,
What is your most favorite flavor? Is it vanilla flavor, orange, mango, or is it chocolate flavor?
my favorite is kulfa.
Oh, kulfa. You are yourself a kulfi. Okay, great.
In the evening, we played some games in a garden. We visited the Gulshan Iqbal Park, and at last we came back and enjoyed a lot in whole day. And it was my best days of my life to visit Lahore. Thank you.
You know, as I told you that you can talk about your personal experiences. Everybody has got variations in experiences. You can't have the same experience. Which I provided you, these are the outlines only. You could have talked about your own experiences. So please, I would like to invite Mr. Varis Shah. He would come and he has also written Heer Ranja because he is Varis Shah. Okay. Okay. Are you that Varis Shah?
No, sir.
No, he's the modern Varis Shah of Romeo and Juliet. No, the Romeo and Juliet, written by Shakespeare. He wrote them. He wrote this famous drama. Anyway, please, Mr. Varis.
Starting with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent, the most merciful. Hope you all guys are doing well. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Today, the topic of our presentation is very special to me because it led me to my past. Whenever I think about my school trip, I feel myself in another world because it was a different experience for me. So it was a winter days. We all students are free from our winter exams, and our principal comes in our class and said ready for the trip, and we all students are very happy and excited for the trip, then for our experience and what's gonna happen in the zoo, and we plan this, we can do this, and riding horse and other things. On the second day of announcement, we pay our dues, and on the third day we are ready to go on a trip. On the trip day, we all students are sitting in the class and waiting for the teachers, waiting for teachers announcement that we goes to the bus and starting our trip. And after a few minutes, teachers can give us a teacher announce that goes to your bus, and we all students can sit in the bus with each other. And I personally take my favorite window seat because
Okay, take general experience, okay?
take my window seat because I love them. In the bus, we enjoy very much because some people dancing in the bus, and some
Were dancing in the bus.
were dancing in the bus, and some were
The boys were dancing like
Yes,
the ballet dance like Dora Fateh?
no, sir, like Chahat Fateh Ali Khan dance.
Like? Oh my God. Yeah,
Some
the
singing.
boys are like Chahat Fateh Ali Khan.
some singing and some pulling each other legs, making joke of either each others. So as this, it was a trip of 30 minutes, but we think that we can only get 5 minutes with each other. And when we reach the Lahore Zoo, our teacher makes our line.
The
And-
trip continued for 30 minutes only?
No, sir. The destination, sorry.
You
Destination.
stayed at the destination for 30 minutes only?
No. The bus.
It took you the time.
Yes, sir.
It took you 30 minutes to get there.
Made a little mistake
Okay.
there.
Thank you.
And when we reach the zoo, our teacher makes our line and make sure that every student have their student card hanging around their necks. And when we start our trip, then the first animal we see is the giraffe. There are 2 giraffes there, and they are very tall, and we see them. And
Were there any monkeys there in the zoo?
Yes, sir, but we see them in the third place. First we see their
You
giraffe.
saw them in the third place. First you saw the giraffes, then you saw the elephants,
Yes.
and then you saw the lions. Oh. Okay.
Then
Great.
after we go to the snake house, there are many types of snakes there, like anaconda and green snakes.
Snakes?
Snake house.
I don't believe that there are snakes in the zoo.
Yes, sir.
Are there? Anaconda.
Anaconda,
Oh my
green
God.
snake, and other snakes.
There, you loved the experience?
Yes, sir. I
You
love
like to
this.
go over there again?
No.
No. It's very smelly inside sometimes. So they don't look after the zoo appropriately. So they should take care of it very nicely. So that more and more people should go there and increase the revenue of the zoo management. Thank you very much. Very nice. Very nice. The next presenter is a female student.
In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and most merciful. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all fine. Today, the topic of my presentation is about school trip. It's really very interesting and exciting topic. And first, I will tell you about the importance of a school trip. School trip holds immense importance in a student life as they provide the student life as they provide hand-on learning experience that enhance classroom education and foster school skills, teamwork, and bonding among the students, and promote cultural awareness, understanding and appreciation, encourage the personal growth, confidence and independence, and create a lifelong memories and a sense of adventure. Well, that was the importance of school trip. Now let's talk about my trip. Last week, my school organized a trip to a local museum, and we were very excited and looked forward it to 4 days. And on the trip day, we were very excited and we were very happy, and the weather was very fine. And we boarded a bus and set off early in the morning. When we arrived at the museum, we were very amazed by the vast collection of artifacts and habitats. And our teacher guided us.
Crafts, Navadrat, very nice. She is using a full-fledged vocabulary for visiting a historical place, and especially the museum and the shop which is close to it, the souvenir shop. Right.
Artifacts and exhibits. Our teacher guided us through galleries, explaining history and the significance of each display. And each display we saw ancient fossils and historical painting, and even a skeleton of a dinosaurs. and many more other things like this. I enjoyed a lot with my friends, and I ate different and yummy, delicious food and played too. And the day was full of after full filled day, we boarded a bus and headed back to the school. And back to the school, we tired but were very happy, and were very happy. The trip was unforgettable memories, and this trip and we learned many more about this trip, and I really grateful my teachers and school for this trip. Thank you.
Excellent presentation and performance. Art.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, my today presentation topic is about our school trip. Let's start. Our school trip was an exciting adventure filled with new experiences. We visited a historical site that we had learned about in the class.
Shabash.
The bus ride to the destination was full of fun and laughter with friends. When we arrived, we were greeted by a knowledgeable tour guide. The guide shared interesting facts and stories about the place we were visiting. The guide shared interesting facts and stories about the place we were visiting. We explored a museum where we saw many fascinating exhibits. We also visited a beautiful park where we had a picnic. After that, we went on a nature hike where we saw many incredible wildlife. I learned a lot about different plants and animals. I really enjoyed spending the whole day with my classmates, and I will always remember this day as one of the best days of my school's life.
Excellent presentation, Shabash. Very well done. A very smart presentation. Very nice. Thank you.
In the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most beneficent. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. I hope that you all are doing well. Today, the topic of my presentation is a school trip. School trips provide hands to learning experience that can be bring experience that can. In the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most beneficent. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
Today, the topic of my presentation is school trips. School trips provide a hand to learning experience that can be subject to life. For instance, a trip to a historical site can depend students' understanding of history by allowing them to see.
Deepens the understanding of the history, the historical place trip. You're right.
By allowing them to see and interact with artifacts and landmarks. Our school trip was an exciting and adventure filled with a new experience. We visited a historical site that we had learned about in our class. The bus ride to the destination was full of fun and laughter with the friends. I was amazed by the beautiful scenery we saw on the way. When we arrived, we were greeted with a knowledgeable tour guide. The guide shares the interesting facts and stories about the place we were visiting. After visiting the place, we visited a museum. Where we saw many fascinating exhibits. One of the most favorite part was seeing the ancient artifacts up close. We also visited a beautiful park where we had a picnic. The weather was very perfect, which made the day more enjoyable. After the lunch, we went to a nature hike to see the incredible wildlife. I learned about many plants and animals during the hiking.
Did you see some lions and giraffes and elephants there?
Yes, we wildlife, because there was wildlife.
Okay.
And the teachers organized fun activities and games for us throughout the day. And I enjoyed spending the time with my classmates and making new memories. I always remember this trip because of the best days of my schools. And at last, I want to say the world is a book, and those who do not travel just read the one page. Thank you.
Oh my God, excellent, excellent. Very good. A word of wisdom at the end of the presentation has really decorated her presentation. She forgot initially, but no problem. It happens in the beginning of any experience that you forget it, and then afterwards you overcome your forgetfulness and you start again. So this is something really to be encouraged. I really appreciate these two young brothers and sisters, and they are really doing well in the class. Okay, please, it's your turn now.
In the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and beneficent. Honorable Sir and my dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sayyid Muhammad Taha. Today I am here to present my presentation on topic school trip. The day when school announced in the assembly that we are going to have a trip, and they were demanding the fee of trip, and I was very happy that my father allowed me to go with them, and it was a trip of Joyland, and I don't like Joyland, the swings there, but I was happy to go with my friends, but it was because it was fun with friends. We are learning in the class with all of us, with the teacher, and if we have a trip with them, we have a good experience with them. And I submitted the fee and waiting for the day when we have a trip. And the day comes and the dream comes true, and I went with my friends. I arrived at the school at the time, and the bus.
Even before time, he couldn't sleep the whole night because he was thinking about going with the friends, having fun. Right.
I went into the bus. The whole bus when the whole bus full, the bus
got full.
The driver started the bus, and we have a trip. On the road, we reached at the destination at the time, and the teacher arranged the lines, and we were standing in the shiny, sunny weather, and we were waiting for that when we go into the Joyland and play.
Shiny, sunny winter looks amazing when it's winter season. Otherwise, in hot summer, oh my gosh, it becomes intolerable. Right.
We went into the Joyland. There was very rush at the platform. There were many schools.
It was crowded.
Yes, there were many school trips. There were many school trips, and there was too rush. There were many in the uniforms of the school and in the colored. And the colored clothes. We started from a swing, and it was a hectic movement for me that I have a headache, and I was vomiting after that swing, and I sit in the place. I sat in the place, and my friends were enjoying, and I was sitting, and I was thinking.
You were vomiting in the bus.
And I was thinking that when I will.
It would be stinking, really.
And I did not enjoy it a lot, but in the bus that we were when we were traveling, I enjoyed a lot. We were singing, we were joking, and it's all.
You were singing. What was the song, if you remember? Bhagavati. Na 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 na. Oh, this is our song, an old song. You remember it?
Yes.
I don't like it. I like it. This is why I remember it. Thank you very much. That's great. Very good. You are doing good job. You are making business and you are learning. You are trying to become a super duper confident, fluent public speakers. And this is the transformation in your character which will really take you to the giddy heights, to the amazing heights of success, inshallah. You'll become successful by becoming confident, fluent public speakers. Right. It's your turn now, please.
Starting with the name of God, who is most beneficent and ever be merciful. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing great and exploring every second of your life. So today, the topic of my presentation is a school trip. I have been to so many places, but Lahore is one of the most amazing places I ever explored with my classmates. It was my first experience with my friends riding on the bus when I was in grade 10. I was very happy that my parents allowed me to go there with my fellows. So on that day I woke up very early than ever before. I arrived school at 4 o'clock and around about 10 o'clock we reached our destination. And the best thing was that the weather was very perfect and pleasant, which made the day more enjoyable and beautiful. So we visited so many historical places such as Bashahi Mosque and Lahore Fort. We also went to Safari Park as well. We had a lunch, we made a lot of memories together, we clicked a lot of pictures together, and I really enjoyed spending the time with my friends. So before going to any hasty conclusion, I would like to say that it was one of the best days of my life, and I really enjoyed it. And at the end I would like to say that school may be hard and annoying, but we all miss it when it ends. Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice. Very comprehensive, smart presentation. Very nice. Keep it up, please. Thank you.
In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My today's presentation topic is school trip. So wherever we go together. That's the spirit of a school trip. Our school trip was an amazing adventure filled with lots of experiences. We had a lot of fun. We visited a historical site that we had learned about in our class. The teacher told us about about the site and the history behind that place. So we requested our headmaster and our principals to visit the place. So we visited the place. The bus ride to the destination was filled with fun and laughter with friends. I was amazed by the beautiful scenery we saw on the way. We were greeted by a knowledgeable tour guide who showed us around and shared many interesting facts and stories about the place. There was also a museum nearby. We went inside and saw many interesting ancient artifacts up close. It was really a great experience and a knowledgeable tour. After that, we visited a beautiful park where we had a picnic with friends and teachers. The teachers had a different group, and the students had a different group. The weather was also very perfect, which made the day even more enjoyable. We made many memories and took a lot of pictures there with friends. After lunch, we went on a nature hike and saw some incredible wildlife. And the trip to the site was filled with education, filled with many interesting educational facts, and I learned a lot about different kinds of plants and animals, and also the history of the place. After that, we also had a chance to try the local food, which was really delicious. It was a great experience for me and my friends. We made a lot of memories. And I will always remember these days as one of my best days of my school life. Thank you.
Such a phenomenal presenter he has emerged. Really, he has fascinated me a lot. This gentleman has really made a tremendous transformation. You know, when he started his presentations sometime before, when he joined the institute, he could not speak proper English. But now he's working very hard and he is making a headway. He is having the giant leaps, lambi lambi chhalange laga rahe hain towards his success. A lot of big round of applause for this gentleman, please. Thank you very much. Very nice. Start.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Fahad, and today my topic is about school trip. There was 2 to 3 school trips that our school was arranged, but one of them, which is very memorable for me, is the trip that our school was arranged to Rana Resort. Rana Resort is a beautiful place that I visited 8 years ago. So when I got up early in the morning and I meet with my friends and go to the school with my friends, and after that, so we went to the school at 9 p.m. and make a queue. So made a queue. So after that, made a queue, and after that, we was sitting on the bus, and the ride to the destination is full of fun. And at 12 o'clock, we went to Rana Resort, and the tour guide was also with us. So they guided us about the different interesting fact about the place.
You're talking about Rana Resort?
Yes.
Rana, is it in Pakistan or abroad?
No.
Rana.
In Lahore.
Okay, Rana. Run. Running.
No. It's RANA.
All right. Oh, is it a cost, Rana? Thank you.
There was a lot of interesting fact about the Rana Resort, which was told us by the tour guide. So after that, we had a lunch with our classmate. So the food was very delicious, and after that, so we took a lot of pictures with my friends, and the weather was so cool. So and after that, we went to the parking area and sit over the buses with my classmate, and that whole trip was full of fun, and I will always remember this is one of my best trip ever.
Yeah, very cool presentation. Very nice. Mr. Khan. So Mr. Khan, my name is Khan. Yes, please.
In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent, the merciful. Today, the topic of my presentation is school trip. My school trip was to the Kalam and Malam Jaba. The destination. Sorry.
Yes, keep on speaking. No problem. Yeah.
In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent, the merciful. Today, the topic of my presentation is our school trip. My school trip was to the Kalam and Malam Jaba. The bus ride to the destination was very full of fun and with the laughter friends. When I was amazed by the scenery we saw on the way. At 11 o'clock, we arrived at Kalam and we had one rest at hotel. After we take the rest, we have
after
jeep.
we took the rest.
After we took the rest, we had a jeep ride to Mahudan Lake. When we arrived at Mahudan Lake, it was very beautiful. We had a hike to the mountain to saw a lake on the top, and the mountains were covered with full of snow. The scenery was very beautiful. The weather was very cold that time, and the weather was minus 15 degrees Celsius at there. At 3 p.m. we arrived at Kalam, and we had
Yes. Yes.
At 3 p.m. we arrived to Malam Jaba. We had a stay night at PC Hotel. The PC Hotel was very amazing. The rooms are very decorated. Our night was very full of fun. With friends, we play Ludo and Ono and many other games. At morning, we had
In the morning.
in the morning we came back to the school, and the trip was very full of fun. I didn't remember this school trip. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Well, friends, today I would like to tell you about my university trip. It was a 3-day trip in Ethiopia. University arranged 2 buses for this trip. The trip was started early in the morning. We take a mid break in Rawat. After that, we continue our journey. We reached there in evening. This was a 3-day trip. We spent a lot of activities there. We played a lot of games, and we performed different activities like hiking. We enjoyed this journey very much. The weather was very cool. After 3 days, we returned back to our destination. Thank you.
Oh, it was smart, but very small presentation, but very nice. Thank you very much. My dear friends, excuse me, you would come here. Okay, so dear friends, it was really interesting. You talked about your personal experiences of schools, college, universities, and you sometime became overjoyed when you talked about the friends you were traveling with and the kind of gossiping you were making, and the kind of the places sightseeing. Sometimes the places are so lush green. It's the mountain, maybe the snow-capped mountains sometimes, and the Malam Jabba and Kalam Valley Mr. Khan was talking about. So they are really fascinating. Everybody is impressed. You sometimes feel like visiting those places on the recommendation of your friends. So I really liked it, and you spoke very well. So this was a narration. Narration means the storytelling, that you started like this and then went on like this and then went on like this, and you did it, you enjoyed it, you played some certain games, you enjoyed, you played certain games, you had a lot of fun, talking about the past experiences using past simple, past indefinite, or past continuous. Sometimes when the things are going in the process, and then about was and were, the use of was and were, and sometimes the passive sentences. I mean to say, my dear friends, these are really important words and tenses to be learned. And today you might have learned all these tenses or sentence making process in the class. I hope this activity will go a long way in your career success. Wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow. Inshallah, next week we are going to start the interview practice. You remember? Yes. I sent you, because you are going to appear in any interview, you must practice those questions and answers, and they will help you out in presenting yourself. What are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your job expectations, how would you like to work in the team, what do you know about this company, and all that stuff. There are lots and lots of things which are important and interesting, and they cater every kind of situation, whether you are going to join a national company, local company, or international company. So that's it. All the best. See you tomorrow. But tomorrow is going to be our topic, presentation. Tomorrow is going to be a pronunciation and accent training class. You remember? On every Friday we have this kind of class. Actually, and for we had 2 days off for Ashura, days off, and we couldn't have any class. So these was 2 presentation days. Actually, we missed it, but we are going to have another presentations on the upcoming days. In the meantime, wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you very much indeed. God bless you all, and take care.